Welcome to Mount Mom Strong Prenatal. Today we have a pelvic mobility workout. So we're going to be opening up the pelvis at 3 different levels at the inlet, the mid pelvis, and the outlet. We will need a foam block and that's it for our workout today. So let's get started and get down onto the mat. We're going to do a cat-cow to begin. So we're going to have hands under our shoulders, knees under our hips, long through our crown. We're going to inhale. Let the belly go, relax the pelvic floor, and we're gonna look up. And then exhale, we're gonna start moving from our sacrum all the way up to our spine. Check in with your glutes that your glutes stay relaxed. Inhale, let go, and look up, and exhale. Press through those palms, round. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Moving through the spine. Exhale. Awesome. We're going to grab a block here and we're going to place it underneath our right knee. And here we're going to shift our weight over onto this right knee. And here we're going to do some pelvic tilts. So I'm going to tilt my pelvis forward, lengthening here. And then I'm going to bring it back. I'm going to round through my back, tilting the pelvis back. Inhale, tilt it forward. Exhale, round it back. Now I want you to play around with your breath. I want you to exhale, tilt your pelvis forward, and then inhale, tilt it back. So we're creating space back here by inhaling. We're stretching with our breath. Exhale, dump it forward. So our upper body staying still. It's just our pelvis moving here. A couple more. Inhale, tilt it back. Last one. Awesome. We're going to switch over to the other side. So I'm going to place my left knee on the block. And I'm going to shift my weight over to that left knee. I already feel a nice stretch. And then here we go. We're going to tilt our pelvis forward and backwards. And play around with your breath. Inhale on both ends. So let's inhale as we dump it forward. And exhale as we pull it back. Now let's reverse our breath. We're going to exhale as we dump it forward. And inhale as we bring it back, feeling a nice big stretch. Nice work. So we have an asymmetrical shift here. So we're working at releasing the mid pelvis. This also feels really nice on the SI joint. Last one. Good. From here, we're going to take the block away and set it aside. Hands still under the shoulders, knees under your hips. If your wrists are getting sore, you can go onto fists. From here, we're going to extend out our left leg. And then we're going to reach our hips back, stretching out our adductors, releasing our posterior part of our pelvic floor. Feels really good. And again, another asymmetrical movement. So we're working on the mid pelvis. Good work. I like to exhale as I reach back and I can relax into it a little bit more here. Nice. I have my toes tucked under and I'm getting a nice stretch in my toes as well. So keeping those sit bones lifted, back is nice and flat. One more. Awesome. Bring that leg in and extend out your right leg. And we're going to reach those hips back. You can walk your hands forward to get a little deeper stretch if that feels good. Let's exhale all our air out and really surrender here. Nice work. Couple more. Reaching the pinky into the floor. Last one. Good. Bring your knee in. Grab your block. We're going to go into a supported deep squat. So you're going to take your block. We're going to stand up. And we're going to open up our feet nice and wide and our knees wide. And we're going to sit down on a block. If you need something higher, you can sit on a stool. And from here, we're just going to press into our knees. Opening up. So we're working on external rotation of the hips. So that's opening the inlet, the top of the pelvis. So where baby enters in. Relaxing. If you feel like you could release the block and be comfortable here in your ankles and your hips, you get a little bit more relaxation in the pelvic floor. So staying relaxed on that exhale. Don't think about engaging your pelvic floor on the exhale. You might feel a gentle recoil, but stay relaxed. A couple more. Nice work. We're going to transition down into a froggy. So I'm going to show you this position from behind. So we're going to let our knees slide out nice and wide. Ankles in line with our knees and our toes are pointed out. From here, you can stay up on your hands and rock your bum back, or you can drop down onto your elbows and rock back. So a side view. Here I am, ankles in line, rocking back. Feeling a nice opening, a stretch in the inner thighs and those adductors. Breathing. Feels so good. It's pretty intense, so comfortably uncomfortable, just little rocks. Surrender, feel like you're melting. Putting in the work now can really help baby navigate through the pelvis when the time comes. Because if you don't have access to that mobility in the pelvis, it makes it a lot harder for it to move and for baby to make its way through. So let's press on up to our hands and gently slide one knee in and then the other knee. We're going to sweep our legs around. We're going to come into a seated position. So from here, we're going to go into some 90-90s, little windshield wipers. We're going to sit up nice and tall. And then we're going to drop one knee down. So keep your shoulders pointing forward, chest up, collarbones wide, and we're rotating our knees down. So we're working on the inlet. Sorry, the outlet here. We're working on internal rotation. And internal rotation is beneficial to help open up the outlet. Feels really good. Again, don't force anything. We want to be comfortably uncomfortable. If it's too intense, the body's gonna get a little bit more into that flight or fight and tense up and won't release. So the idea is for release here. This feels so good on the hips. Just gonna make my low back feel really good. Couple more. I could stay here all day. Okay, so we're gonna move into a happy baby, but one leg at a time. So I want you to lie down on your side, and then you're gonna roll over onto your back. If you feel dizzy here, nauseous or whatnot, then get yourself up. But if you feel all right, it's okay to be on your back. We're gonna bring one leg, knee in, grab your toe, your shin, your knee, whatever you have access to, and we're gonna open up into that happy baby. From here, we can extend our other leg out straight. If that's too much strain on your back, you can keep your leg bent here. And I want you to breathe into your pelvic floor and just relax. Nice work. Couple more breaths here. And then bring that leg down, other leg in. We're gonna bring the other leg up, opening up the other side. Nice work. Relaxing. Feel that pelvic floor relax. So important. We need that pelvic floor to relax and get out of the way so baby can exit. We do not push with our pelvic floor. It's our uterus that's going to push the baby out. Last breath. Bring that leg in. We're going to roll over to our side again. Exhale and press on up. And then we're going to go into some sit backs again here, but with some internal rotation. So you can bring both your knees towards each other, ankles out, and we're going to reach our hips back like we're going back into a child's pose there. Reaching the hips back. And you can exhale as you reach back. If you want a deeper stretch, you can watch your hands forward. I do not need a deeper stretch. This is as far as I need to go today. With both feet out, it's a little bit more challenging. So, let's do a couple more here. Now I'm going to bring my right leg in and I'm going to move my left leg out a little bit more and I'm going to rock back. So I can get a little bit deeper with one side. Internal rotation is quite challenging for a lot of people. So if you find you don't have a lot of access to a lot of range here, that's okay. Work with what you have. If it's just to here, that's fine. Over time, that is going to get grander, greater. Nice. Let's do one more. Bring your left knee in, and you're going to swing that right foot out, and we're going to rock back here. That's it. And notice if one side has more range than the other, you know what you need to work on. Spend a little extra care. You can pause the video, spend a little extra time on that side, or throughout your day, sprinkle it in. If that toe slides in, kick that ankle back out. A couple more here, and then we're going to stand up. That's it. One more. Awesome. Bring the ankle in. Come up into a kneeling position, and then we're going to exhale and press on up. So now we're going to grab our block, and we're going to do some hip shifts. We're going to create some space in the back of our pelvis here, lengthen our pelvic floor, and we're going to create some internal rotation in our hip. So I'm going to get my weight onto my right foot, and I'm going to reach this hip back, and I'm going to rotate my belly button towards my thigh. I'm keeping weight through my big toe and my midfoot, and I'm going to almost pull my knee inwards to feel some more rotation. And I'm going to breathe here. And if you want to move in and out of it, you can, like so. Just creating that space, getting that internal rotation. Feel nice big opening here. So again, this asymmetrical shift in the pelvis going on is great for the mid-pelvis, and that internal rotation is good for that outlet. This is going to feel really good on your back. So if you're having low back pain, creating more space, finding lengths in the glutes is really going to help. And then from here, we're just going to do a couple cat-cows. We're going to inhale into our back and create space here. And then exhale, dump the pelvis forward. Inhale, tilt it back, creating space. Exhale, inhale. I'm still weighted through my right, hip is shifted back. Good. We're going to switch sides. So I'm going to stand on my left, and I'm going to shift my weight over to that left. So let's do a rear view this time. So you can see how my weight is being shifted over, and I'm reaching my butt back. You can see this asymmetry here, where my left pelvis is higher than my right. I'm rotating my belly button towards my thigh, and you can see this shift. It's almost like I'm pulling the femur back and pulling it up and in. Feels awesome. So do what feels good. You can hold it, move through it, whatever feels good. Rotate, pull that knee inward as well to get a deeper rotation there. And then we can hold this position. Inhale as we round, tuck the tail under. Exhale as we lift. Inhale. Creating space in the inhale in our back. A couple more. Nice. So we're going to stand with some internal rotation in our toes. So let me go forward here, and I'm gonna forward fold. So I'm gonna reach my hips back and fold forward. I can have my hands on the ground. You can have your block here if you need that there as well. So from a side view, toes are wider than my mat, turned in, hinging at my hips. If this feels good, you can go to the floor. You could grab your elbows and sway. Breathing into this back. If the floor isn't accessible, if that's too far for you, you can bring your elbows down onto the couch, whatever feels good. You want to be comfortably uncomfortable, no pain. You can wiggle around, do what feels good. And then bend your knees, turn your toes out, and bring yourself up. I lied, we have one more. So we're gonna get a nice opening of a mid-pelvis here. So asymmetrical shift, I'm gonna have my one foot up on the bench here, and I'm gonna lean in, opening up the pelvis. If it feels good, you can bring your hand down. Whatever feels good, I'm gonna stay up. If you want a deeper stretch, walk that foot a little further out, and then you can lean in. I like to exhale and kind of relax into this one. Nice. So we're just opening up. And again, that asymmetrical shift is going to help that mid-pelvis mobility. Let's do one more. Good. Then we're going to go over to the other side. Instead of turning my butt to you, I'm going to bring my foot up onto the couch. And I'm going to lean in here. Couch is soft, so I'm just putting my hands down for a little bit of support. Feels really good. So we're prepping our pelvis now, getting good mobility in our pelvis so that baby can navigate its way through your pelvis and exit. Also helps relieve some low back pain when our hips typically tend to get quite tight. Our deep hip rotators create a lot of tension to help stabilize our pelvis, because as baby grows and our abdominals stretch, we lose some of that core strength. So something else needs to tighten up, and often that's the deep hip rotators to create more stability. So let's keep our pelvis nice and mobile. It's going to help you postpartum as well. All right, one more. I could go on forever, but we're going to leave it at that for today. So enjoy the rest of your day and see you next time.